Right. Good morning, folks. We're here. So it's going to be a long day. This London session, they start at 2. I had already marked my levels, and first thing first, the economic calendar. So we're gonna shoot for a while and wait if we can see liquidity inside these two times between 3:15 and 4:30. So we'll sit for 1 hour for the next 50 minutes or so. I think it's 1 hour, so that we can see what that economic calendar is going to give us, because we have French Flash PMI at 3:15, and at 4:30 we are having also the Flash Manufacturing PMI and Service PMI in the cable market. We'll also be having the late New York session, or early, but we'll be here at 7 a.m. New York time. So we're expecting to see liquidity at this time. We are having news with Flash PMI. It's a medium impact news. So what we're expecting, we are just bearish, but you see we are below the midnight opening price. So these are, when we're below the opening price, the areas that you will want to see buying. There is no kind of entry in here. Just bearish prices, because price started to rally, decline post 12 a.m. So buying the first retracement to the first order block, that will be ideal. So we're going to wait for, but as by now, only bearish, because price has declined post 12 a.m. But all in all, we should be patient. So let's put a bearish sign a short. To these are sales I really wanted to see price taking out. It's a big range, 50 some pips, but let's just watch what price is doing. This is the midnight opening price. I'm only selling below the opening. I'm only trying to sell here below because I've seen this decline, and from the higher time frame we're in a not clear direction. You see this consolidation. What do we do at this point? We wait. So in the 4 hour, we are inside this fair value gap in the 4 hour. We are inside this fair value gap. So if you are inside a fair value gap, discount premium. See, that is the take from the 4 hour. But you can see here in the daily, let me tell you why I'm not buying at that point, but that's an area that I should be buying. Here in the daily, we have an inversion fair value gap here. You see that? These are potential buy side liquidity, but I don't want to see them being taken out now. Maybe price declines during the London session, then we rally up hard during the New York. You see that was what I was telling you. So let's top up to this higher time frame. Let's go to the file. So let's use the file, right? At what time is doing now? We are below the opening price. You see this midnight opening price, that's below it. This is a discount array, which is a fair value gap. These are potential base liquidity I'm showing you, but what was telling me to continue declining was that fair value gap, this inversion fair value gap. But price it, then came to our lower time frame, premium, then discount. It's in a 4 hour, and also this one is a fair value gap there. So we're going to use what we're seeing currently. Let's move this one because price has done with it. We're below the opening price. Below the opening price, this is a discount array. You see price started to decline post 12 m. This is the reason why I was selling short. In the hourly, let's see if this is a valid order block. See, price has closed inside it. These are signs that no. But at the same time, we are having a swing low here swept. So it's from a swing low in the hourly, sweeping it at 1. Then you look for discount premium. So premium are these buy side liquidities. You see 1, 2, 3. Those buy side liquidities. And this is the 4-hour fair value gap. So we are going to buy because this is a 4-hour fair value gap here. FVG. So after that, this inside the 4-hour fair value gap, price took out a sell side liquidity. We are below the opening price. This is liquidity. This swing low. Now we want to see this buy side liquidity, right? This was a previous day high. So you see, we're going to continue buying. Because we are below the opening price. So as attacking these buy side liquidities, these and these, and also the previous day high, this one here. And also we're below the opening price. Inside that, after sweeping it, the obvious swing high was let me take the visible one, this one here. That one, price comes to that other block. And use the whole, this whole other block here. So you've seen how price is not, it's just closing inside it. So you don't want to see price coming around here below this area because this is another block. So this rally up high, you should see like an entry to a fair value gap. You see these for a fair value gap here. So these buy side liquidity, let's see if price is going to rally to them. See these ones here. In the hourly, there are also some buy side liquidities. See, anytime I say in price move, low is expected. There's a stop run here. So let's see if we tell this one, and this one. You see that stop run there? That's what I'm anticipating price to be. So I'm going to look for these. See these up to this area. In the 1 minute, this is the entry here. You see at around 2. See that market structure shift? Looking at the fair value gap from the lower time frames. We were not there, but I'm telling you, price did it. You see that? Came into that fair value gap. Let me change the color. Changing the color. There. So now those good setups. So let's watch what price, if price will rally up higher. Is that a fair value gap in the also this another block? So let's watch what price will do. And this is optimally like it's also still less than 10 pips. So any retracement of fair value gap, and we are below the midnight opening price. So these are usually my checker. This we're below the opening price. So risking 1%. Let's put that long. See, price has disrespected that fair value gap right there. But it went and touched that order block. Last down close candle. So let's remove that one. Price has disrespected this order block. Remember, stop loss is here. That price came to that order block again, touched it. Let's see if it will reverse. What we're expecting is more bullish prices. Price just consolidating in that area. And also below the opening price. So this might be maybe the days that price keeps on selling when we're below the opening price. But that idea in the morning, today at the first hours I was bearish. Then so we are in a PDRA, and I've seen those sales stock being taken out. So let's see if price will actually be just doing a fake out thing, then declining low. But I'm seeing that's what it's doing. It was doing a fake out. Yes, and it was coming to this inversion fair value gap. So we're going to, it has dissipated, we're going to continue the bearish price because this inversion fair value gap. This is an inversion fair value gap, so you see. So let's switch. Waiting for that news at 3:15. Price has entered into a fair value gap. Disrespecting that, this after what? Come done a market structure shift here. See that market structure shift, then went into a fair value gap in the lower time frames. This so market strategy then rallied up to come to that fair value gap. Okay, we are below the opening price, but that's what we're usually looking for. Let's confirm it by checking the how many stops. What is the stop loss so that you can validate it. Less than 10 pips. And you're inside that for fair value. Use proper risk management, but you'll want to wait for a confirmation. You see your price is just from 2. I'm changing bars because if you can check, we are having prices coming up, declining, so we should be in a consolidation move because we are waiting for that 315. I'm just reading what price is doing and I'm telling you the footprints of what you'll want to view price. But these signatures are happening. Yes, we are waiting for price to go here, but we have seen prices respecting PDRAs. You see, that was what I'm telling you. See, because I saw footprints of price printing that we're going to continue lower. Yes, we were higher, but you see, price respecting that fair value gap, this fair value gap, then we are declining lower. And it done what? A market structure shift. What I tell you in my mentorship, market structure shift. You see this market structure shift? This is a fair value gap. Right to it, then declines lower. I was changing back because I saw I was wrong early. You see, that was what I was saying. So identifying how you will be wrong early enough, it's an area that you want to concentrate of much. So you see that price did that market structure shift, came into a fair value gap, but this is not our A plus setup because price is actually, you see this, it's actually below the opening price, but our A plus setups are usually above, but this one can be an entry also, so that you can continue lower to optimally that sell side liquidity. So checking the 5 minute, yes, it has done that market structure shift. Here it has respected that 5 minute inversion fair value gap. Also the inversion fair value gap here, or it's not an inversion fair value gap. You see that? That is the reason why I changed my bias. I saw like footprints of price telling us that you are wrong with your bullish. Just left. of price gave a footprints of changing. So you'll see it has given us some footprints of we are going lower. So you see, told you marking that fair value gap, and I made you and I confirmed for you that stop loss level is less than 10 pips. And also price came to that sells a liquidity. That's a 1:1, I think. No. But now we want to see, let's see, between for like 4 years since 2022, early 2022, yeah. Is it 4? Yeah. So, and you will want to be careful because that might be a fake out and a consolidation. So what you've seen, I've told you how you're wrong even before price starts. Our stop loss so precise around but it's 3 full years because I started early enough in 2022 February or March, I think, yeah. So that's another order block the earlier declining lower, but you can see here we are in a liquidity area. This is a 4-hour fair value gap. So the reason I've not sold or executed, I've just told you if you are that price is reversing. So yeah, you see that fair value gap in the 5-minute, there is none. This is what they call a breaker, I think, yeah. I usually trade fair value gaps, order blocks. You see from that end to now, let's see the sell side liquidity. I told you the sell side liquidity I'm targeting for that what is it? Check the video that when I started. See price decline post 12 AM. So you see that price, this is our target, this sell side liquidity. Let's see if price will take it because we are expecting some news. Checking the euro, still consolidating. There is just consolidating. We're rallying up high in the DXY, so I want bearish prices in this currency there. Market structure shift there. Boom. So it's actually accurate. So now let's see. I usually don't love putting this sign, but I'll just put it because it will disrupt me from that area that I told you. That fair value gap. So let's see that. just closed an entry. So yeah, let's watch it and see if this price will decline lower. Taking something at 5. Yeah, at 5 a.m. Yeah, I'm in Kenya. Yes. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Because I've called the market so many times. But remember, below the opening price. Our A+ setups are usually buying below the opening price, but just continue this one because price decline post 12 a.m. What I should wait and see is this price. I want to see it decline, but signs that will be actually wrong. I'm actually telling signs that will actually be wrong if price has started disrespecting these order blocks. You see this? These are actually signs that you'll know that I'm actually wrong. Let's lock everything. So signs that you'll actually know that you're wrong. It's telling you if price starts disrespecting these other blocks, disrespecting this one, those are signs that you are actually wrong, and you want to stay a bit. You'll dial your risk back. But if price declines, continue declining, it will actually be a good move. But as for this point, just don't want to see price coming rallying up more higher. I want to see it's more price declining more and more, and at the same time the DXY is rallying up. So in the DXY, the reason I'm also bullish. In the DXY, I want to see price coming in touch with this buy side liquidity. See this buy side liquidity, DXY to rally up to that buy side liquidity. At the same time, I want to see the GBP USD, which is the cable market, to decline lower. Remember what I was telling you here. Then the crypto user asked me, why are you changing your bias? Because I knew what price was doing, and I had confidence that this bullish price, even if we were supposed to use this as decline, if you were bullish, but here taking us out. So I actually knew that this one can be an entry here. But let's see how price is actually coming. This disrespecting this other block. Let's see what price will do. And remember, we are inside PDRA in the fair value gap in the 4 hour. So this is an area. Even if we are selling here, This is a cautious area to sell. That's what I am confident about. Not pressing so much hard on your risk. Maybe risking 1% of your account. Do you mean a forex account that I'm trading currently? No. Actually call the markets live, but I did a prop farm. So you see, I told you we are inside that fair value gap in the 4 hours. So see that if you want to use, let's delete that so that it cannot interfere. I don't have a forex account, so I'm seeing a potential market structure shift here. You see this, and we're below the opening price. Let's see, if price takes out that high, that's a market structure shift. The DXY it's actually declined, so that's a sign of reversal. Let's wait. If I see a market structure shift here, this will be a sign that I'm going to now see a reversal, but if I don't, I'll actually continue with my bearish tone. Signs that we're reversing, it's a market structure shift here. I have a trading account, but just call the markets. Yes, I have a trading account. Where do you want me to share it? So we want to see if price does a market structure shift. We are wrong, but we'll want to use the 5-minute one, the 5-minute swing high, but now I've done that. Let's see if we'll see So let's see this line. If this line does a market structure shift there, signs that we are wrong. It's actually 20 minutes to the news, the Euro news, the Flash PMI news. So you see, that's a potential market structure shift that is trying to cook there. And remember, our A plus setups are usually each and every time buy below the opening price. Or price can actually take this high, then form a fair value gap in the lower time frame, in the fair value gap in the time frame like the 5-minute. You see what I'm saying is price D does a market structure shift here, then in the lower time frame you see a fair, in the higher time frame like the 5-minute, this one price forms a fair value gap, then we rally up higher because our A plus setups are usually buy below this point, buy below. So this area, and we are also inside a 4-hour fair value gap. So let me show you signs that we might actually have maybe a reversal. This is usually a consolidating move, but if you see that market structure shift here, our price also does that one, takes out that one. Then if you go to the 5 minutes, in the next 2 minutes, you might see a fair value gap in this lower time frame, but no market structure. But the market structure shift has happened in the 1-minute time frame. You see, price will go back and come to the fair value gap in the 1 minute, in the 5-minute, this fair value gap right here, and we see a reversal. Then that will be the last entry, and that will be the most accurate one because it's an A plus setup according to the rules that we have actually formulated, and we are below the midnight opening price, so that's an A plus setup when we are below the opening price. But that will only be valid when price does this, a market structure shift. Also that one, that high. See, I'm grading them. Market structure shift to that one, then a fair value gap. But let's see what will happen in the next 2 minutes. You see that fair value gap, now we are below. Price is taking out a sell side liquidity here. You wait for a sell side liquidity to be taken out at the time. And also in the 50 minutes, but if price does that, we will continue lower. I'm actually telling you reasons that might give us opportunity that to get out in the trade even before it takes us out. See that? Market structure shift has happened and we're below the opening price. So you see, market structure shift has happened. Now price will decline to that fair value gap. You see, it has disrespected it, so meaning that no. and doing that business. I wanted to see price respecting this particular fair value gap, but if it would have respected it accurately, that will be an entry, but that one not a good entry. So what you're using is this order block. You see, I'll just continue the bearish because you see that order block, price is closing inside it, not inside it, outside it. Let me change the color. Let's check in the 3 minutes if you have a fair value gap. There is no fair value gap. The price has retraced to. You see that price, yeah. Now that market structure shift, price came to that order block. Just consolidating. I'm not going to call it. This is just consolidating. See how it has declined. Checking the 1 minute. That's another block. In the 15 minutes, it has come to a fair value gap. See, in the 15 minutes, it is inside this fair value gap. In the hourly, thought we were bullish, but price actually proved us wrong. Yeah, GBP seems to be very weak. Euro is not moving. Euro USD is actually consolidating, so not an environment that you'll want to engage. Even if you have that economic calendar, you will want to dial back your risk. See, that price is also inside that fair value gap. So if price comes to this particular high, I will only enter when we see a fair value gap in the 5 minute and price has respected it. So yeah, it's actually a bullish tone. Below the opening price, see that market structure shift. Yep, it's reversing. Out of decisions, not trading again until I see another clear directional move. I'll stop for today and wait for that news event. When we were trying to buy here, so that price didn't take us out before it took us out. It took me out. Then it reversed. Now it's really weak, and we can see price might decline. So euro is really consolidating more. So being that we are below, see this area, below the opening price. So this is an area that we should be buying, not looking for sales according to our trading plan. I'm looking for buy opportunities, and as we're seeing, something is cooking. Market structure shift now in the 5 minute. You see here we are inside that fair value gap in the 4 hour. Those levels in the 1 minute have been taken out, and we are below the opening price and a market structure shift. Let's check the pips. So retracement to a fair value gap, something might be cooking, and continue the first bias, which was bullish. Then somebody told us, why were we changing our bias? It's because I saw signs that this is going to be disrespected. But as you can see, be patient and see what price will do. Market structure shift in the 5 minute. Bingo. Market structure shift in the 5 minutes. Now wait for retracement to a fair value gap. Then we target that buy side liquidity that we had earlier, because here we are below, we are inside that fair value gap in the 4 hour. So it's actually discount premium. A market structure shift in the 5-minute has happened. And we are below the opening price. This one can be wider stop. So I'm actually expecting price to take out this price. I don't want to use this one because it actually interferes me with what I'm seeing. So price can consolidate at this area, but I don't want to see it coming at this area at 1.32340. And take profit let's see if it's waiting for so here's a tricky area. It has done a market structure shift and a fair value gap. It's about to form here. Let's delete this one because you see this fair value gap. This was the cause of move price to decline to this area. So it's an internal range to external range. That's a simple scalp in a consolidating move. What was this that I marked? So you see a market structure shift in the 5-minute. Then in the next 2 minutes, let's wait and see if we'll see a fair value gap. Okay, it will obviously form. Price will come to it. Then we will target these buy side liquidities here. $30 pips, around 30. Inside that fair value gap in the 5-minute. It has done a market structure shift, and also it was inside a fair value gap in the 4-hour. So waiting for a market structure shift entry to a fair value gap in the 5-minute. So let's wait. It's happening in the next seconds. So that one, yeah, and wait for that, and it will decline to that. Somebody is asking if I have a trading account, wants me to share it. Let me share my trading account. I was just curious because of security reasons, and I ain't in that business. So that rally up higher. And also in the 1 minute, take note that price has entered that fair value gap. So let's see if it will enter there. We'll get out there. I don't use that long thing because it disrupts me. So let's just put that plain. So let's see if price will come inside that area, then rally up higher. Now let's see in the euro. Okay. The price might be coming, was declining, and but this is generally the setup here. So let's wait and see if price will go lower. If price stays here so much, like in the next 20 minutes, that will not be a good entry. Yeah, it has also done a market structure shift in the 15-minute. See that market structure shift? It should actually attack this buy side liquidity. And it has entered that fair value gap. Now let's see if we will see these areas being taken out. So it has entered a fair value gap. Let's see if it will rally up to this buy side liquidity. And also up to this potential buy side liquidity. Let's just use it. So that was an invalidated trade. That consolidation, not for me. How that price is declining, never seen an entry like that. So that will invalidate us. And at this point, I usually don't open my stop loss. I usually narrow it to the last on close candle so that I can be stopped early and I cannot lose more money. That's how I usually learn to protect my capital. And how price consolidated here, that was a sign of nah. Another sign is that price, you see that order block being disrespected. That's a sign of not a sign of trading, like a precise entry. It has disrespected that fair value gap, so meaning that today we are actually caught up in a consolidation. You see, from 2, you see that. So that's not a good day to trade, and you'll actually accept that euro, not even giving anybody a chance. Deciding that it's rallying, then boom, declines rapidly. DXY, and now it's just really a shitty day, not a check. So the number one rule as a trader, you need to protect capital. So widening your stop loss, that means that I'm opening myself to it's called a huger risk. So number one rule as a trader is to protect capital. You see this, you might be pressing so much hard in a really consolidating day, then at the end of the London session you look that, oh, we were in a consolidating day. We were pressing so much hard in a consolidating day. So you learn to accept. Anybody was buying here, stopped out, buying, going to be stopped out soon enough if you have not taken out your stop loss. So yeah, that area disrespecting it. So yes, you should put your stop loss at the low or the swing low, but according to my experience, I've seen that if price disrespect these PDRAs, it's actually optimally going to be a shitty day. And also, you see these stop loss here, the reason why you're also wrong. You see, it has a big stop loss. So remember, my usual A plus setups usually have what? Less than 10 pip stop loss. So you see, this is even more than 20, I think. You see, from this low. You see, it's not an A plus setup, 15. From the best entry, I'm saying from the 5-minute imbalance where you should be entering after a market structure shift. So it has actually distributed it, and you'll want to see price coming to this low. So Monday was the best today, but see, you've seen stopped out in a consolidating day. That is the last entry. Anybody who is going to enter thinking that revenge, no. I am anticipating a consolidating day until 8:30. this cannot be traded because I think it's a consolidating day. So if price will decline, I'll not be interested in selling because price was supposed to decline. Now it was inside, it came here above the opening price. To decline, I'll not be interested in trading. So we actually had two chances for today, 2 trade maximum. Maximum of 2 trades, and we have actually exhausted, and there is no single dial actually. If I see a plus setup that has less than 10 pips, those are my A plus setups, and those are my cup of tea. But you've seen when I was entering, telling you, yeah, we are selling here, I was also telling you signs that if we are wrong, and you saw me emphasizing and drawing those areas that if you're wrong, that price might do that. And I've actually seen how price was actually coming. This consolidation, you can't trade, you just stay away. These are the days that you stay away of the markets. Why? Because this price move during yesterday. Today, I anticipate a consolidation. Let me show you. You see that? Economic calendar, medium impact news. Yet yesterday we had no news, but price moved. So what we're anticipating is price movement. We'll look for only one setup during New York session. Only one. Wednesday, we'll look for one in each setup, in each session. Thursday is going to be a good trading day. You might want to see something on Thursday, but we're going to execute according to our trading plan. We're actually going to end the live in few minutes from now. If anybody has a question, you can ask before I end the live. So this is going to be a consulting day, bad day for in work. Whoa, the Euro USD actually declined like we are selling, and we're also above the opening price. So if it moves without me, it's okay. Will not be afraid. We'll actually wait for more opportunities. There is always opportunity in each trading session. You see the DXY has declined to rally to this buy side. It has declined, taking out those sell stops here, these ones coming to that fair value gap so that it can rally up high optimum to our directional bias. The GBP USD, it seems that it went to the midnight opening price above it, then to look for buying opportunity, selling opportunities. But you've seen it's a consolidating day. Now even if it moves the next one, now the final up which it tends to move, we will not be interested in participating. We'll actually wait for New York session and come at exactly 7. Checking the Euro New Zealand. This is actually Euro New Zealand. There may be entries that we should do what? Swing trade in such kind of environment. What did I say? Yeah, you mark that. So in the Euro New Zealand, that buy side is the next target. Let's check for Monday. Yeah, price respected this order block, this area. that order block there, price started that order block, then boom, started to rally. This was on Monday. So yeah, and also you see now price is respecting that order block. Also, these are order blocks are being respected. So you might want to see price coming to this order block, then continue to this up high here. This is the Euro JPY. Declining lower. It was Euro New Zealand. Oh, I think it's Euro JPY after the Euro GBP. So price came to that fair value gap. It's actually taking out that it's NZD JPY, I guess New Zealand JPY. I think we were bearish. I can't remember what analysis I had. So we are just bearish. News hour trading is directionless, and why not to avoid? Yeah, we should be avoiding the markets, but due to actually they are oh, didn't even change these things. News hour trading is directionless. Yeah, it's directionless, but we will come during the New York session to trade it. But the reason is, yeah, it's directional. We can wait for it and trade after it. I think that's what you mean. So we were actually executing according to our plan, like coming to our trading desk, executing, looking for probability setups, and yeah. Yeah, it's better than years before. So at 4, we are having that news has passed. So we are having at 4:30. We have the GBP news. Yes, what you're saying is true, but you see that whipsaw, see the whipsaws, how price is behaving. Yes, you can wait for the news, but since we have done 2 entries as according to our trading plan, you'll actually wait for the next session. But this area, no, you actually have from 2, so you've seen this consolidation from exactly 2, and at this point at 340, you actually see a general consolidation the whole session. I believe so. I think that's what price will do. It will just do a consolidation until maybe wait for the New York but entering here, no. You see that here for some two, you see this consolidating move. So and also in the 5 minutes there is no any fair value gap has been respected. Price generally consolidating today, I feel it, and we're going to wait for tomorrow or the New York session. We want to wait for New York session, and yeah, but Thursday, Friday, good trading. But we'll wait for, let's see what Wednesday will print for us. But you can see there is no any fair value gap pattern being entered into the 5 minutes here. Our A plus setups usually happen when we have 30 at less than 10 pip move. So at this direction, no. And I'm not doing another entry. Price can continue declining lower, but not for me. Yeah, because you see this entry to a fair value gap here, another entry here. I usually love entering into fair value gaps that have that are in the 5 minute time frame. But since this one, my setup today has not happened. Why? I've not seen a market structure shift, a clear one with a fair value gap giving us less than 10 pips. But this decline, just want to end the live and maybe tell you what the direction now will go. When we come during the New York session, I'm expecting price to take out this sell side liquidity, because price rallied up here up to the middle open to buy, to give us a buy entry. But I usually want the one with a fair value gap, but this one will continue lower and lower. Now from that fair value gap that I've marked, this is not anything, but this is just a directional bias. Let's end the live here, and in the New York, I'll actually come and confirm that price is actually going to be sell side liquidity. Until we meet again, don't forget to subscribe, like and share. Let's wait and see if price will come to this area during the New York session. I'll come here at exactly 7. Until we meet again, don't forget to subscribe, like and share.